Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, astronauts' homecoming, cracks of the ceasefire, an urgent scam warning, and how we are flying into Friday. Countdown to final splashdown.
We have to get back.
The Artemis II crew, hours away from returning to Earth after their historic 10-day mission around the moon. This morning, all the preparations for one of the most dangerous phases of the entire voyage.
We were asked, what are we looking forward to? And I said, splashdown.
Now, what's next for NASA? From building a lunar base to the next dream destination, Mars.
What we really hoped in our soul is that we could, for just a moment, have the world pause and remember that this is a beautiful planet.
And the moment we'll all be waiting for, when Orion enters Earth's atmosphere at about 24,000 miles per hour.
Shaky ceasefire. Iran threatens to back out of talks as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows to keep up his country's assault on Lebanon. The 13-year-old captures the moment a busy shopping area in Beirut came under attack. As Vice President Vance heads to Pakistan for peace talks, will they take place?
First Lady Melania Trump's rare surprise statement, saying she never had a relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, as her remarks raise questions.
Close call.
It was real close, as close as I've ever seen.
Shocking audio details the moment a Frontier Airlines jet nearly collided with two trucks.
That happened so fast, both of us are just like, holy and we just slammed on the brakes.
But the pilot told air traffic control.
Maintaining his innocence. The lawyer for the husband arrested for his wife's disappearance in the Bahamas, speaking to ABC News overnight.
New AI and cyber attacks warning, why federal officials are now urging banks to prepare.
Plot twist. The mystery best-selling author behind more than 24 novels.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Billy.
Including the Housemaid series. Why she's revealing her true identity now.
Fast-growing new type of mortgage fraud, how a single keystroke almost cost this couple big money.
It was identical, but for one keystroke.
Yeah, so instead of escrow.com, it was escrowvv.com.
Wow.
The urgent scam warning and what you can do to avoid falling victim.
Up, and away.
That's incredible.
Our Stephanie Ramos suiting up at the U.S. Air Force Academy to take to the sky. And perfect match, the ultimate life-saving act of kindness. How a kidney donor saved 13-year-old Elias. And wait until you see the moment he met his hero. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Cannot wait to see more from that perfect match meeting. You can see Elias's face right there. So happy. And we have much more from Stephanie Ramos in Colorado this morning for 50 states in 50 weeks.
Yeah, it's the perfect assignment for our Lieutenant Colonel Stephanie Ramos. But we begin with the Artemis II crew returning home. You're looking right there at a live look from NASA's view of the Orion space capsule as it races towards re-entering Earth's atmosphere ahead of a planned splashdown in the Pacific Ocean tonight.
Sam and Ginger standing by with the splashdown forecast. What's next for NASA? Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez starts us off. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, George. Good morning. Yeah, the countdown is very much on. Let's take a live look right now at the Artemis tracker from NASA. The Orion is now much closer to the Earth than it was to the moon. The history-making astronauts are almost home. This morning, we're just hours away now from the galaxy's most anticipated homecoming. The Artemis II crew set to return to Earth, splashing down off the California coast just after 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, completing their 10-day mission to the moon and back.
We were asked, what are we looking forward to? And I said, splashdown. And it's kind of humorous, but it's literal as well, that we have to get back.
The final leg of the 695,000-mile journey will begin this afternoon. The astronauts will don their spacesuits and reconfigure the spacecraft's cabin. At 2:53 p.m. Eastern, the last trajectory burn to help keep the Orion capsule on course, all in preparation for one of the most dangerous phases of the entire mission, re-entry into Earth's atmosphere.
Man, I'm going to tell you, it's 13 minutes of things that have to go right. It's more in my head about an hour and a half of things that have to go right.
First, the capsule will ditch the bulky service module, which has been providing power, propulsion, and life support for the mission, also revealing Orion's heat shield. That will protect the astronauts from the extreme heat generated by re-entry. A few minutes later, one final fine-tuning of the crew's flight position. Then, at around 7:53 p.m., the moment we'll all be waiting for. Orion entering Earth's atmosphere at about 24,000 miles per hour, nearly 400,000 feet above the ocean, that heat shield withstanding temperatures of up to 5,000 degrees. During the most intense heat, a planned communications blackout. The crew will lose all contact with mission control. 2 rounds of parachutes will then slow down the capsule, the first set slowing the capsule down to about 200 miles per hour, the second to around 20 miles per hour before the final splashdown in the Pacific. After the Orion hits the water, the recovery team moves in. 2 helicopters will hoist the astronauts up and bring them onto a ship where they will be medically evaluated before boarding an aircraft to NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, where they will be reunited with their loved ones and finally get a chance to reflect on that historic ride.
What we really hoped in our soul is that we could, for just a moment, have the world pause and remember that this is a beautiful planet in a very special place in our universe, and we should all cherish what we have been gifted.
Ah, what a beautiful message there. Meanwhile, the USS Mirtha is getting ready for the astronauts to come on board. In fact, the team responsible for making sure that the ship is supplied with everything they need says they were given the request list from the astronauts and what they wanted to eat when they arrived on board: Uncrustables.
So goes great with the Nutella.
That's right. That was floating around.
Well, they could have done a little better than that.
I know, but that's what that looks like.
What would you want?
They are big kids at heart.
Yeah, I think I ought to go with pizza, but it's a whole other
Nachos.
story. Yeah, there we go. All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Gia. I know they can't wait to be home. And overseas, we're going to go overseas now for the latest on the fragile ceasefire with Iran. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell is tracking the latest on the ground in the Middle East. And Ian, Vice President is headed to Pakistan for peace talks.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. Vice President Vance en route to Pakistan now to lead these crucial peace talks with Iran. The 3-day-old ceasefire, though, already under huge pressure, not least from the ongoing war between Israel and Iranian-backed militias Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran and mediators Pakistan insisting that Lebanon is part of the ceasefire deal, and therefore the ongoing strikes by Israel are essentially a violation. This comes as video captured by a 13-year-old girl showing the moment a busy shopping area in the capital Beirut came under attack. But J.D. Vance insisting Lebanon is not part of the deal. Speaking before his departure, Vance expressing cautious optimism, but warning the US won't allow itself to be played by Iran. And the US telling Israel to scale back its attacks against Hezbollah and do a deal with the Lebanese government.
Yeah, Ian, it has not stopped. And concerning the critical Strait of Hormuz, President Trump is accusing Iran of doing a poor job of allowing oil through.
Yeah, it's worth remembering it is an absolutely vital waterway to global oil and gas supplies, and it was supposed to have been fully reopened as part of this ceasefire, but only 7 ships passed through yesterday. President Trump accusing Iran of doing a very poor job, quote, dishonorable, some would say, of allowing oil to go through that strait. The president also adding, this is not the agreement we had. There are also potentially deal-breaking differences between US and Iranian positions ahead of talks, not least over the issue of nuclear enrichment. Despite this huge pressure the agreement's under, President Trump expressing optimism, but without significant compromise, it's hard to see how a lasting deal can be struck. Michael?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, Ian. Thank you so much. Rebecca?
All right. Thank you, Michael. We turn now to First Lady Melania Trump making a surprise statement about Jeffrey Epstein, denying she had any ties to the convicted sex offender and declaring that all his victims should have the right to testify before Congress. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott has the latest. Good morning, Rachel.
Rebecca, good morning to you. And this was a rare and unexpected public statement by First Lady Melania Trump. The press was not given any advance heads up about the topic of her remarks. And this morning, sources tell me that many White House officials were caught off guard, too.
In an astonishing moment, First Lady Melania Trump making a surprise statement, coming before the cameras to say she has never had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect.
This morning, it's unclear what prompted the rare rebuke from the First Lady, but sources say that some White House officials were surprised, and it's also unclear if the president knew about the topic of the remarks. The First Lady was photographed in the early 2000s alongside her husband, Epstein, and convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell, but she denies they were ever friends.
I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time.
And her name does appear in the Justice Department's Epstein files. An email exchange from October 2002 is signed with Love Melania, stating, "Dear G, how are you? Nice story about JE and NY Mag. You look great on the picture. I know you're very busy flying all over the world. How was Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go down. Give me a call when you're back in NY. Have a great time." Maxwell responding, saying, "Sweet P, thanks for the message. Actually, plans changed again and I am now back on my way to NY." Adding, "I will try and call though." The First Lady insists that back and forth was nothing more than casual.
My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence.
President Trump and Epstein were friends for more than a decade, but when Epstein was arrested in 2019, the president said they had a falling out and had not spoken in 15 years. He has repeatedly denied any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. The president has fought efforts to release the Epstein files, repeatedly dubbing it all as a hoax.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else.
Just last week, the acting Attorney General, Todd Blanche, says as far as the DOJ is concerned, the investigation into Epstein is over.
I think that to the extent that the Epstein files was a part of the past year of this Justice Department, it should not be a part of anything going forward.
The First Lady declaring the opposite, saying it's time to work openly and transparently to uncover the truth, and asking Congress to give all Epstein's victims the opportunity to testify.
Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone.
This morning, survivors of Epstein's abuse accusing the First Lady of shifting the burden onto survivors under politicized conditions that protect those with power.
So meanwhile, the House Oversight Committee is set to interview Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick early next month about his ties to Epstein. One person the committee will not be speaking to is Pam Bondi. She did receive a subpoena under her role as Attorney General, but of course, she is no longer serving in that job, George.
And Rachel, we were all scratching our heads yesterday. No one could really figure out why this was happening now. Give us some sense of what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, George, I'm told by multiple sources there was confusion inside of the West Wing, with many White House officials in the West Wing caught off guard about why the First Lady was coming before the cameras to deliver this statement. I had one source telling me that they did not understand why she was doing this now. One person that is close to First Lady Melania Trump tells me there was some discussion about whether or not she should go forward with this statement right now, since this wasn't really in the headlines, but that she had been irritated by some of what she was seeing online. So she decided to come forward and address the American people. Still, this morning, it's very unclear what exactly the president knew. He told one reporter he was not aware that she was delivering this statement on this particular topic, but it was on her public schedule, George.
Okay, Rachel, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to the new artificial intelligence and cyber attacks warning. The Treasury Secretary and the Federal Reserve Chairman summoned bank CEOs to an emergency meeting in Washington this week. Elizabeth Schulze has the details. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, George. That new AI model from the tech giant Anthropic is raising alarm bells here in Washington. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent held a meeting with the top banking CEOs this week to discuss cyber risks from the new technology. This is according to a source familiar with that meeting. Bloomberg was first to report this. The Fed and Treasury have not yet commented. So Anthropic unveiled its new model, Claude Mythos, this week, claiming that it's too powerful to be released to the public. The company says that in testing, Mythos was able to exploit thousands of bugs and software defects in every major operating system and browser online. The fear is that in the wrong hands, this tech could be used to hack those critical systems at banks or hospitals or energy grids. So instead of making this model publicly available, Anthropic says it's giving it to 40 companies, including Amazon, Apple, Google, and JP Morgan, to help them shore up their own software. In a shareholder letter just this week, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon did warn that cyber risk is one of our biggest risks AI will almost surely make this risk worse. Anthropic is currently locked in a legal battle separately with the Trump administration over how much AI should be used by the Department of Defense. Michael.
Yeah, this is all a little frightening there, Elizabeth. Thank you. And we're going to turn now to the FAA, investigating a close call between a passenger plane and 2 trucks on a tarmac in Los Angeles. Will Reeve have the story, and the audio and video shocking, actually.
It sure is. Good morning to everybody. It is the human and terrifying sound of an incident that came perilously close to another runway catastrophe.
We had 2 trucks just cut us off. We had to slam on the brakes not to hit them.
This morning, shocking audio detailing the moment a Frontier Airlines jet nearly collided with 2 trucks at LAX on Wednesday night. The pilot telling air traffic control the trucks crossed in front of the jet as they were taxiing at a slow speed.
It happened so fast. Both of us are just like, holy we just slammed on the brakes. I'm going to have to call the flight attendants, make sure everybody's all right in the back. It was real close, as close as I've ever seen.
The Airbus A321 aircraft taking off for Atlanta as scheduled. In a statement to ABC News, Frontier Airlines saying, "We are aware of the incident. No injuries were reported to passengers or crew. We thank our crew for their vigilance and professionalism." This all comes just weeks after that tragic crash at New York City's LaGuardia Airport. An Air Canada flight slamming into a fire truck on the runway shortly after landing, killing the pilot and co-pilot. All the passengers survived. And as far as the investigation into the LaGuardia crash, the NTSB says the preliminary report will be released later this month, guys.
Yeah, we need that information. Okay, thank you, Will. We're going to go back now to the Artemis II crew. We are keeping a very close eye on everything as we get closer to their return. And Ginger, you have the splashdown forecast.
Yes,
good to see you.
Good to see you as well. There are 4 major requirements that need to be met. And we all know weather. It can change a lot. But thankfully, right now, it's looking like a go. It's as much about the capsule and the parachute attached, but also about the recovery, the helicopters that have to get through. And that's why you've got these recovery criteria. Wave heights have to be less than 6 feet. Thankfully, that cold front's staying off to the west, and they will be less than 6 feet. So we've checked it off on the list there. Winds need to be less than 28 miles per hour, and they will be less than 20 miles per hour. Visibility and clouds need to be right, and the rain has to be, or lightning has to be more than 35 miles away. So in general, things are looking really good for splashdown, and I just have to share, I love when science and engineering get celebrated like this across the nation. So I can't wait to watch tonight with the kids.
You know, we can tell.
Yeah, you know I like it.
Yeah, your excitement, we can see it. All right, thanks, Ginger. And when the Artemis II crew splashes down in the Pacific, they'll finish the first part of a much larger goal, which is sending humans to the moon and beyond. And Sam, you have something on that.
I do, with that weather and science dovetailing together. All right. It has always been a history-making mission and described as such. But NASA says it's only the beginning. As crew member Christina Cook said, this is a relay race, and they're about to pass the baton to more astronauts and more missions. Next objectives: 1, return to the moon. 2, build a permanent base. 3, eventually reach Mars. While Artemis II has a test of NASA's ability to safely send crews to the moon and back, the next step, Artemis III, will test the vehicles needed for a moon landing. The crew will launch in Orion spacecraft as early as next year, headed into low Earth orbit. There, they're going to test rendezvous and docking capabilities with lunar landers built by SpaceX and/or Blue Origin. I'm not sure the combo just yet. Then in 2028, Artemis IV is expected to actually take humans back to the lunar surface for the first time since Apollo 17 in 1972. Here's the bigger plan: to focus on building a lunar base. NASA says the mission could launch as often as every 6 months to do so, carrying the materials and technology needed to build structures on the moon, and also build a launch pad for the next destination, a launch pad on the moon to Mars. But tonight, keep your eye on reentry. It's a very dangerous phase of this mission, and one that relies on the integrity of the heat shield, because slowing Orion capsule down builds up a lot of heat on the atmosphere. Splashdown is expected for 8:07 p.m. Eastern Time. Michael?
Yep, and we wish all the astronauts a safe return. And you can watch full coverage on our special Artemis II Mission to the Moon coming home. That's tonight at 7:30 Eastern here on ABC. Coming up, Victor Okendo is in the Bahamas with the latest on the missing American woman. Hey, Victor.
Lynette Hooker's husband, Brian, waking up here at the Central Police Station in Freeport. Coming up, how long they can keep him in custody and what his attorney shared with us about his arrest.
Thank you, Victor. Also ahead, the best-selling author behind hits like The Housemaid revealing who she really is after keeping her true identity a mystery for years. And wait until you hear about her day job.
And a heartwarming story, 13-year-old boy's public plea for a kidney transplant. We're going to tell you about the stranger who answered the call and the moment they met. A lot more coming up as we head into the weekend. Stay with us.
Wait. I hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner. That's all.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. The Devil Wears Prada 2. Yeah, that long-awaited sequel premieres in less than a month. And this morning, we're counting down with the film's costume designer. That is in our next hour, and boy, I cannot wait.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Now let's go to Will with the headlines.
Hello again, George. We have a lot to get to. New at 7:30, beginning with Sean Diddy Combs challenging his sentence. A federal appeals court hearing a challenge from Combs to his 4-year sentence on prostitution-related charges. His lawyer arguing that the judge punished Combs as though he'd been convicted of more serious crimes. If the appeal is denied and the sentence is upheld, Combs is scheduled to be released in April of 2028. And it might soon cost more to send mail. The U.S. Postal Service announcing it wants to raise the price of a first-class stamp to 82 cents in July. The Postal Service is also suspending pension contributions. The agency has recently warned it could run out of money as soon as February of next year. And it's official, the WNBA is expanding into 3 new cities. The league approving new franchises in Cleveland, set to begin playing in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philadelphia in 2030. And with the 2 expansion teams starting in Portland and Toronto this year, the WNBA will have 18 franchises in total. And let's head to the ice for a dramatic double overtime winner in the Frozen Four semifinal. This is college hockey. Denver defeating Michigan. Kent Anderson with the golden goal. Goalie Johnny Hicks had 49 saves, and the Denver Pioneers will face off against the Wisconsin Badgers in the NCAA championship.
Who do you got?
Let's say Denver. They're riding high. I'm more of an NHL guy.
I'll take the Badgers.
Okay, there you go. You're wearing sort of Badgerish.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, close enough.
All right. Now we've settled it.
Okay.
Thank you, Will.
Check in next week.
I appreciate you. All right, we're going to turn now to the latest on the American woman reported missing in the Bahamas by her husband, who's now in police custody. Our Victor Okendo spoke with his lawyer and joins us now from the Bahamas. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. From the Central Police Station here in Freeport, this is where Brian Hooker spent the night and where he met his attorney for the first time. We spoke with her. She told us that he is heartbroken.
This morning, the American man arrested for his wife's disappearance in the Bahamas, maintaining his innocence. His attorney saying he's devastated.
He's heartbroken. And then to be arrested while assisting the police with their investigation, it is very traumatic for him.
59-year-old Brian Hooker, now in custody in Freeport, held after his wife Lynette reportedly vanished at sea Saturday night. Brian telling police their 8.5-foot dinghy encountered poor weather on their way to their sailboat, and Lynette fell overboard along with the boat's key, swept away by the current.
He is not saying he had any intention to harm her or kill her. He's not saying that he did any action that caused her death. He's saying she fell.
Brian arrested Wednesday, but he has not been charged. His attorney saying he also fell overboard while handcuffed in police custody and sustained an injury.
He fell off the boat because the weather was so bad, and they had to rescue him. He has a laceration, an injury, bruising on his knee.
Overnight, Brian's friend Daniel Danforth sharing these Facebook messages he says he exchanged with Brian about Lynette's disappearance. Brian writing, "The wind blew me away from her and she swam towards the sailboat and we lost sight of each other pretty quickly."
I know that they were very experienced in what they did. That, they had a lot of experience sailing. Some of the things just don't add up. Dinghies don't go very fast. That's not something you really take out in rough seas.
Lynette's daughter, Carly, previously telling ABC News she had doubts about Brian's account and saying there was turmoil in Brian and Lynette's more than 20-year relationship.
They were in the healthiest relationship at the end.
ABC News obtaining a 2015 police report detailing an alleged domestic incident between the two, both accusing each other of assault. Police noting that Brian had a bloody nose, taking Lynette into custody, but ultimately neither facing charges. In recent years, the couple spending time at sea, documenting their sailing adventures on social media. Is there anything that you would like the public to know about your client, Brian Hooker?
I would ask persons to allow the police to do their investigations.
Brian's attorney also telling us that he needs medical attention for those injuries sustained to his knee while in custody. He has not been charged, and police can hold him here for 48 hours until they request an extension. Guys?
Victor Kendo, thanks. We are back with an alert about a new type of mortgage fraud. It comes as mortgage rates ticked down last week following a spike caused by the Iran war. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Tercy has the details. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, George. Last year, there were nearly 10,000 reported cases of mortgage fraud. We met a California couple just looking to buy their dream home before they fell victim to a new type of this fraud. Never mind the fine print. A single keystroke almost cost this couple everything. This is the email with this word specifically. Have a look. Escrow misspelled. That almost cost this couple hundreds of thousands of dollars. Scott and Lynette, who asked that we not use their last names, had been renters in Southern California for years before they cobbled together enough to buy a home.
We got instructions by a secure portal to wire the money for a pretty significant down payment.
They were about to wire hundreds of thousands of dollars when a second email arrived with slightly different instructions.
It was an exact duplicate of any correspondence that we'd had with the company before.
Scott and Lynette sent the money. The next day, though, their mortgage broker told them he received nothing.
It was identical, but for one keystroke.
Yeah, so instead of escrow.com, it was escrowvv.com.
Wow. Those two V's instead of a W meant they were communicating with and sending money to someone other than their broker.
The reality just slowly sets in, like, this could not possibly have happened to us.
We consider ourselves technologically literate, but we knew at that moment that we were over our head. We literally stopped and we prayed, and then we called the police.
Orange County has one of Southern California's only cybercrime units.
The quicker you recognize it and then take immediate action is key. The likelihood of recovering that money is almost zero after about 72 hours.
Investigators were able to trace what happened to Scott and Lynette's money and started trying to get it back.
It's called a financial kill chain. You find it, you freeze it, you stop it.
The National Association of Mortgage Brokers says communicating the old-fashioned way may help protect you and your money.
Before you send anything, pick up the phone, call your mortgage broker, call your realtor. Trust and verify. In these situations, trust, verify, verify, and verify.
It took months, but police were able to recover most of what scammers stole from Scott and Lynette.
About 10% of the money had gotten translated into Bitcoin, and that was gone. But close to 90% of our funds came back to us. It was like a dream.
Investigators stress, pick up the phone and verify with an independently confirmed phone number before sending any money. And if this does happen to occur to you, call the police immediately. Scott and Lynette say they always make calls now to verify anything they get in an email.
Wow. Yeah, you got to pump the brakes in those heightened moments.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's scary. All right.
But you understand, W2Vs.
Right.
Who would guess?
Who would have seen it?
Yeah.
All right, Aaron. Thank you.
We are back now with the incredibly popular author revealing her true identity after years of mystery and what finally made her decide to turn the page and come forward to her fans. Sam, you have this story. This was a fun reveal.
It really was. And her mysteries are great, but her mystery may have been better, right? All right. We've all seen her thrillers lining the shelves in bookstores, at grocery stores. But one of the biggest mysteries surrounding author Frida McFadden has been her true identity. Until now. This morning, that mystery has finally been solved.
So why do you want this job? I just really enjoy being a housemaid.
She's the best-selling author behind more than 24 novels, including the wildly successful Housemaid series, turned blockbuster film, starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Millie.
But for years, Frida McFadden has been living a double life. Like one of her characters in her thrillers, she hides, writing under a pen name and wearing a wig in public to disguise her true identity. Now, this morning, in an unexpected plot twist, she's revealing who she really is to USA Today. Dr. Sarah Cohen, a Massachusetts physician specializing in brain disorders. Cohen saying, I'm at a point in my career when I'm tired of this being a secret. I'm tired of people debating if I'm a real person or if I'm three men. I have a real identity and I don't have anything to hide.
Readers have known that she has had this kind of double life, like a Hannah Montana double life as a doctor and also as a writer. She was doing these two jobs at once and she didn't want them to overlap. But it turned into a secret that was way bigger than she ever expected to.
The 45-year-old saying she created her pseudonym to avoid conflicts with her hospital work, telling USA Today, "My whole goal was to keep it a secret until I was ready to step back from my doctor job." Now Cohen says she only works as a doctor once or twice a month. But in an interview with James Patterson last year, she said she still feels like a bit of an imposter as an author.
I still don't feel like a writer. So like when people ask me what I do, I always kind of default to doctor. And when I say like I'm a writer, it doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm kind of making it up.
Cohen assuring her fans she's still the Frida McFadden they all know and love, saying, "I feel like I've shared the real me all along. I've always been genuine with my readers."
So she still intends to write under the pseudonym Frida, which she says was inspired by a medical registry tool that's called Fellowship and Residency Electronic Interactive Database.
Oh, I knew that.
No one would have guessed it but Michael. The Housemaid film sequel is set to come out in 2027. And in this one, Kirsten Dunst will star opposite Sydney Sweeney. This is all good.
Yeah. And she needs a wig side hustle now.
Thank you, Sam. Coming up, meet the team who needed a kidney and the stranger who stepped up. It was an incredible meeting. We're going to show you. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Countdown to splashdown.
We were asked, what are we looking forward to? And I said, splashdown.
The Artemis II crew hours away from returning to Earth after their historic 10-day mission around the moon. This morning, all the preparations for one of the most dangerous phases of the voyage.
Miracle Meetup. This morning, the 13-year-old in need of a life-saving kidney donation and the stranger who stepped up to the plate.
It was a really happy moment. I was so shocked. I didn't know how to react.
And wait until you see the moment Elias met his hero.
The countdown to The Devil Wears Prada 2 is on.
Are you wearing the Chanel boots? Yeah, I am.
And we're talking all things fashion with the film's costume designer, Molly Rogers.
Pull yourself together. We have work to do. And by we, I mean you.
Breaking down some of the most groundbreaking looks.
And we're swinging for the fences.
Are you looking for the best ballpark bites in America?
We are.
You've got to come to LA.
Thanks to World Series champ Mookie Betts, the GMA team is there for our home run road trip, teaming up with Anthony Anderson as they say, "Good morning, America!" Woo! Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America. I say good morning, America, and I also got to say good morning, LA.
Yeah.
So we have a great crowd at Dodger Stadium this morning. Our friend Anthony Anderson is with Trevor All and some big Dodger fans. Well, that stadium has been serving up its famous Dodger dog for years, but there's so much more on the menu, and it says we're going to dig in. I think that they're going to dig in and we're going to watch it.
Let's play ball. We are looking forward to that. Also ahead, it is our 50 states in 50 weeks tour around the country. And our next stop is Colorado. Stephanie Ramos is in Pikes Peak, bringing us to the great outdoors and taking us up to the skies. That's coming up.
First, look at the top stories breaking today. We start with the Artemis II crew. They're about to return home. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is back with the preparations ahead of the splashdown tonight. Hey, Gio.
Hey, George. Yeah, we are tracking it in space right now. We are entering the final and most dangerous moment of this entire mission when super hot plasma just envelops the Orion as it re-enters the atmosphere. And that happens tonight right before this historic splashdown. We're just hours away now from the galaxy's most anticipated homecoming. The Artemis II crew set to return to Earth, splashing down off the California coast just after 8 p.m. Eastern tonight.
We were asked, what are we looking forward to? And I said, splashdown. And it's kind of humorous, but it's literal as well, that we have to get back.
The final leg of the 695,000-mile journey will begin this afternoon. The astronauts will don their spacesuits and reconfigure the spacecraft's cabin, all in preparation for one of the most dangerous phases of the entire mission, re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. First, the capsule will ditch the bulky service module, which has been providing power, propulsion, and life support for the mission, also revealing Orion's heat shield. That will protect the astronauts from the extreme heat generated by re-entry. Then, at around 7:53 p.m., the moment we'll all be waiting for. Orion entering Earth's atmosphere at about 24,000 miles per hour, nearly 400,000 feet above the ocean, that heat shield withstanding temperatures of up to 5,000 degrees. 2 rounds of parachutes will then slow down the capsule, the first set slowing the capsule down to about 200 miles per hour, the second to around 20 miles per hour before the final splashdown in the Pacific. Now, I want to tell you, there will be a full communications blackout for about 6 minutes as it re-enters the atmosphere. That is planned, that is expected, but it's also critical that everything goes right. So don't make plans tonight, because starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC, I want you to join us so we can watch this historic moment together.
All right, together but apart in a circle. We won't be the same. I got you, Gio. Thank you. And Will, you're going to travel out to California to cover the splashdown.
I am. I'll be with Gio, but together but apart. I'll be in California. He'll be in New York.
But before you go, latest round, opening round of the Masters. Great yesterday. Rory McIlroy is off to a hot start.
Yeah, the title defense. Hello, friends. It is the Masters. Here we go. So we got one round of the Masters in the books. The 2025 Masters ended in exultation and elation and exorcism on the final shot for Rory McIlroy, and he picked up right where he left off. He won that green jacket last year to complete the Grand Slam, and after one round this year, he's tied for the first round lead with Sam Burns. They're 5 under par. Some other big names lurking nearby. 2-time champ Scottie Scheffler, 3 shots off the lead at 2 under par. He had a nifty eagle on the second hole. Last year's runner-up, 3-time Masters runner-up, Justin Rose. He's also at 2 under par. Stray loves him. We all do. 2018 champ Patrick Reed. He's also at 3 under, and he made a couple of eagles for him. They were on the first day. Look at how long that putt was. Only the second time in Masters history that someone's made 2 eagles on the first 9. And if you're not familiar, the Masters merch tent, one of the main draws at Augusta National, and 2-time major champ Xander Schauffele, he decided he wanted to sample the goods out on the course. This drive here, landing in a patron's bag of souvenirs, you get a free drop from there. Schauffele ended up with a great round himself. But other big names are struggling. Bryson DeChambeau looking like a weekend hacker here in the bunker on 11. He 3D printed his 5-iron. You don't use a 5-iron in the bunker, but maybe you should, because he couldn't get out of the bunker. He ended up triple bogeying that hole, and he's 4 over now. And also John Rahm, who many have as a favorite as well, he's 6 over par. So these guys are way off the lead. And George, I brought a stat for you. Let me make sure I have it correct. 72 of the 89 champions in Masters history, including 18 of the past 19, were inside the top 11 after the first round. So basically, you need to be really close to the top if you want to have a chance to win. And if you want to have a chance to watch the Masters, you do it this morning on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app, and then 3 p.m. Eastern.
Well, now we've got to know a lot more about those 21 who weren't.
I know. Well, Tiger and Rory are the only 2 in the last 20 years to come from outside the top 10 to win.
I knew he'd have an answer.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I love seeing George and Michael watch a golf story. The intensity there is peak.
It's the best.
Love it.
The
Thank you, Will.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we are going to go now to the highly anticipated inflation report out this morning, and we're going to go back to Elizabeth Schulze in Washington with more on that. Good morning again, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Rebecca. This report just released shows how the spike in oil is causing price increases across the economy. Overall, consumer prices increased 3.3% in March compared to a year ago. That is now the fastest inflation rate in nearly 2 years. The key factor here, rising energy prices. Since the start of the Iran war, gas prices are up 41%, diesel up 51%, jet fuel up 70%, and we are very much seeing that in higher airfares. So this report does not yet show a big spike in food costs because of higher oil. We do know that a lot of grocers are paying fuel surcharges, and they do pass those costs on to shoppers, so that could show up in the months ahead. The big picture here is that higher fuel is just the latest roadblock on the path to lower prices. While eggs are down in the past year, staples like ground beef up 11%, lettuce up 14%, coffee up 19%, in part because of tariffs there. So Moody's Analytics says inflation is already costing the typical household an extra $233 per month compared to last year. Oil at this level for 1 year was going to add on another $1,400 in gas and diesel costs, guys.
Okay, Elizabeth, thanks very much. Coming up on our GMA Morning Menu, the teenager who met the anonymous kidney donor who saved his life We'll tell you about the first meeting, what they really realized about each other that surprised everyone.
Also ahead, the fashion of the Devil Wears Prada 2. We are breaking down some of the most famous outfits and talking about the sequel with the costume designer herself.
Plus, our home run road trip is in Los Angeles this morning with those excited Dodgers fans and super fan Anthony Anderson, our Trevor Ault, and hopefully some very hungry fans as well as we see the great food that they're serving up. And Sam is with Lori Bergamotto. What's up, you two?
Indeed, Michael. How are you? So walkers, unite. Lori B is going to help turn walking into a full body workout. She's here with ABC's Secret Savings for when you're on the go, right?
We always?
I feel like we kind of are. That's coming up right here on GMA. Should we walk? Let's walk.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Walk.
You want to go that way?
Walk.
Oh.
And then turn.
Oh, and then turn. Oh.
And we are back with our favorite story of the morning. It's our GMA cover story, a 13-year-old who got the life-saving gift of a kidney from a stranger. Morgan Norwood is going to show us when they met for the first time. Good morning, Morgan.
Hey, good morning to you, George. You know, the story really speaks to the power of community. Here's what I mean. With time running out and options growing few, the Manolis family took their plea to find a kidney for 13-year-old Elias to social media. Well, a stranger answered, leading to a life-saving connection even closer than they imagined. Take a look.
This dazzling smile belongs to Elias Manolis, who was born with a congenital kidney condition. But by age 13, his health taking a sharp turn as his kidney function started to drastically decline.
I couldn't bike because I would lose so much energy and I would get so tired.
It's like taking a bullet. It feels like it's the end of the world.
With Elias's kidney function down to just 17% and no match within the family, the Manolises made a public plea on local news and social media. The call instantly catching the eye of 44-year-old Tim Fitzpatrick and his wife, Stephanie.
It's just, something I felt compelled to do.
I said, wow, I can't imagine being this parent where you're pleading for somebody to help save your child's life.
For the Fitzpatricks, the story felt personal. Their son, Logan, also battling health challenges of his own.
The more I read about his story and seeing pictures of him laying in the hospital bed, I saw Logan. It just felt right to try to help this child and this family.
And despite the age difference, Tim was an ideal match.
Unlike other organs that have to be matched, like the heart and the liver, kidneys, we can use adult kidneys. So as long as the donor is young and a fairly compatible match, we go for it.
I was just so happy. I didn't even know how to react.
Tim donating his kidney to Elias on March 23rd at Hassenfeld Children's Hospital at NYU Langone.
Hey, Elias, how are you?
The families able to meet the next day and learn they're even closer than they thought. They just live 10 minutes apart.
It was a really happy moment. I was so shocked.
Our story might help somebody else who's on the fence, about thinking about donating their organ. You're literally saving a person's life.
You truly are, and doctors say donating a kidney is often easier than many people think, now commonly done laparoscopically. Now, Tim says he was home just after one night in the hospital and then back to his normal routine within 2 weeks. As for Elias, listen to this. He says he's looking forward to going back to school and getting back on his bike. Guys.
The simple thing.
Simple things, right? What a
Great.
gift.
Thank you, Morgan.
Yes, and we're going to turn now to our home run road trip to check out some of the best ballpark food in the country. Our final stop is the home of the back-to-back World Series Los Angeles Dodger champs. Yep, Trevor Ault is there, and good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, we got a lot of excited Dodger fans here. Of course, it's a great time to be excited as a Dodger fan, right? Back-to-back World Series.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got lifelong Dodgers superfan Anthony Anderson and the executive chef here, Christian Garretts. Thank you both for getting up so early. Anthony, of course, you're here all the time.
I am.
Does the splendor of Dodger Stadium still hit this early in the morning?
It does. It hits a little different, but it still hits.
Yes, I
still
believe
smacks.
it.
Yeah.
You got the World Series ring out here.
I
if
do.
you want to show that off to the people. You emceed the ring ceremony about a month ago.
Yes, I did.
How'd that go?
Back-to-back champions. I was fortunate enough to give them their rings last year, and I gave them their rings this year, so I'm excited to be here.
Pretty well practiced at giving championship rings then.
Yeah, we're looking for a three-peat right now.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for, a three-peat.
Good goal. Absolutely. And now listen, of course, Obviously, we all love watching the Dodgers win, but you got to have a great time at the stadium, right? And that includes the food. Christine,
Yes.
we were talking through you. There were all kinds of different foods that you would pitch. These are the three, and some of these I'm confident you could not get at any other baseball
Absolutely
stadium.
not. I mean, we are so excited from Levy to be representing the Dodgers here at the stadium with our food because, I mean, they're back-to-back champions and celebration. Let's talk about it. I mean, food is where you get when you're doing a celebration, right? So look at the taco here. This is our cochinita pibil taco. It's a bone marrow taco.
Bone marrow.
I mean, what other stadium do you know is actually doing a bone marrow? This is a taco that's with a roasted pork. It has a Dodger blue tortilla on it.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the blue of that tortilla. Unbelievable.
You've got the
Only at Dodger Stadium.
Only at Dodger Stadium, and it's got pickled red onions, a salsa on the side. It's definitely a good bite.
You take a bite, and then I'm going to take a bite of the next one, and then you got to ask the question. Okay, sound good?
That's
Taste all right?
Okay.
Okay, after that, we got a burger.
This burger right here.
This is kind of a flavor explosion.
It is a flavor explosion. This is our lunchbox burger. You get this fantastic lunchbox with it. The burger itself, it's gonna sound a little crazy. It has peanut butter, grape jelly, candied sriracha bacon, crispy onions, jalapenos, all on a burger with pepper jack cheese. I know it sounds
And
crazy.
it comes with the lunchbox.
It comes with the lunchbox.
Souvenir.
So, souvenir.
Okay, great.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
It worked, and it's got some good heat.
It does has good heat.
Are you?
Crunchy
which
peanut
one of
butter.
us doesn't have our mouth full and can ask a follow-up?
I'm not bad at that. I love the sweet and savoriness of this.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it has
and the
this
crunch
sweet,
of the bacon.
sweet, savory, salty crunch. It's got all of the flavors in there for sure.
It's fantastic.
And then finally we finish off.
This one you're not getting at any other baseball
You're
stadium
not going to
in
get
America.
any other. I mean, Otani loves takoyaki, so Jindaco is our sponsor, and we do a fantastic takoyaki here. This one actually is with mac and cheese, barbecue sauce.
Now,
and
for the people, what's takoyaki?
Takoyaki is a oyster ball.
It's an oyster ball.
Yes. So it's a fritter that's fried, with battered, and it has oysters in it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, octopus.
Octopus. I was going to say, I was like, that sounds different from the preparation.
This is the second time I've done that.
I mean, oyster balls are good. So these are octopus balls with mac and cheese on top.
Correct.
I know it's very early.
I know, it's early in the morning.
I totally
My
understand.
apologies.
Look at that. Okay, yeah. And so this is something that Shohei Ohtani specifically really loves.
Loves takoyaki.
And you decided to build it around it. Anthony,
Correct.
now I know you got a cookbook yourself coming out here
I do.
soon. What are we thinking about the menu here this year?
I'm excited about the menu, just like I'm excited about our season this year. So this burger right here, I would have never thought to put peanut butter and jelly on a burger. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, getting inventive. But
Getting inventive.
When you win back-to-back championships, you can get a little flashy
You
with it,
can,
right?
absolutely. We're going for the 3P and World Series run. We're going to have some great food offerings. for
Everybody
sure,
feel good about the
hopefully.
3P? Everybody feel good about it? Now listen, we of course we've got Dodger Dog Man here ready to go. We don't all need to do just the flashy dishes. We got a couple Dodger Dogs that we sent to the studio. We want you guys to have some food too. Extremely exciting days in Los Angeles and some delicious food. I wish you could have some of these octopus balls.
They sound great.
All right.
And we're excited to have the Dodger Dogs here. And tell Anthony that every time I'm with him, I have to buy dinner, but I didn't know he could cook. He has a cookbook. He's cooking next time.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, Mike, I hear you. AC Barbecue, the Husky and Handsome Guide to Grilling. Me and Ced, the entertainer, we have a barbecue cookbook, so it comes out May 5th.
Any octopus balls in that book?
No octopus balls in that. But we do have turf belly and burnt ends.
He still didn't invite you to a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. Invite me to the barbecue, man. Come on. All right, you guys. Enjoy the food out there in LA.
Oh, listen to that music. We're back now to ABC's Secret Savings. And with the weather warming up and the end of the school year not too far away, all of us are about to be on the go a whole lot more.
I like seeing you sway to the music, Sam. Our GMA lifestyle contributor, Lori Bergamato, is here with big savings to help you get going. She was swaying a little bit too. Great to see you, Lori B.
You guys got great Friday energy.
Good vibes.
We've got great savings today, so we're going to kick things off here with Jedi. So Sam, you're like our walking king now,
I am
right?
into it now, big time.
Yeah, so these are great. These are weighted walking poles. They will engage your arms, your shoulders, your core, your back. They weigh about 1 pound each, And they're great for walking, hiking, everyday movement. They're also really helpful to improve, or you can use them that way, Sam. Sam's using them like a barbell.
No, I mean,
posture,
this keeps you steady, right?
Posture and balance. And they also, Sam, I know it is getting lighter, which everybody's really excited about at the end of the day, but they have lights that are attached.
That's very helpful.
So
for safety purposes, those are great. They also,
even in your neighborhood, that's a good idea.
It really is. They also have these weighted vests, which are great for strength training. They're really good for strengthening bones and burning more calories. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always getting served up weighted vest content. So these are great, and you can save 40% off.
Nice to get it on sale here.
Exactly. So this is something that you may not think you need, but trust me, America, you need everything you're seeing here, because if you don't have it, you will be devastated. If you are in your car and you need jumper cables, you need a flashlight, you need a tire filled, this is what is going to save you.
Yeah.
Your emergency kit.
Exactly.
Yep. If it happens on the way to pickup, you know you can fix it.
Exactly. So this is great because, like I said, from Limitless here, you've got the Boost Hero. This is a flashlight. It's also a power bank, because sometimes the real emergency is that your phone battery has died, right?
Right.
So everything that you're seeing here, you can save at least 45% from Limitless.
All right.
Okay. This is another thing that I feel like, Sam, you and I were talking about this recently.
I love this.
Compression socks.
Yep. Yeah. Every time I travel.
Yep.
They really are so important. Compression socks improve blood flow, reduce swelling, help prevent problems like deep vein thrombosis and varicose veins, right? Really important also if you're traveling a lot on the airplanes.
Don't get on a long flight without it.
Exactly.
Right.
And then also, they're great if you are an expecting mother. Also great if you're an expecting mother are these comfort bras, because they expand with your size. So those are really great. They have ultra wide straps, and you can save up to 52%.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this. This is really fun. You can turn any lace-up shoe into a slip-on. These have nearly 90,000 positive reviews from Lock Laces. Trimmed to fit any size. They won't slip. Easy adjustability. These are great for kids.
You can do this to any shoe.
Any shoe.
Because I'm buying them now with them on there. So you can do it to any shoe you have.
Well, they're great. They're great for kids. They're great for people with mobility challenges. You could save more than 30% on those.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go quickly through these next two, but these are from Qit. You can track your daily activity easily on your wrist, your heart rate, your blood oxygen, stress levels, step count. There's a smartwatch for adults. There's also one for kids. They also make headphones and earbuds, a mini speaker. These have exceptional sound, you guys, and you can save up to 45%. You probably won't even be able to hear me now, but I'm gonna move to the last one. They're swaying. They're in Friday sway mood.
We can't help it.
So these are from Eco-Conscious, these USB lighters. You guys, this is my go-to hostess gift, because instead of using butane, these sleek lighters recharge as easily as your mobile phone.
I've seen these. These are so smart.
I love how loud you're talking, because you still have those on. These are great for camping, stoves, fireplaces, anytime you need a light. Like I said, great for the kitchen. Great hostess gift. And you guys, you can save 50% on these.
Great deal. And such good stuff. We partnered with these companies for huge savings. You can get them by scanning my yelling to the QR code on your screen, or go to abcsecretsavings.com. Coming up next, we're counting down to
The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Fashion correspondent and celebrity stylist Tiffany Reed is here.
She should wear this.
Hi, Michael.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Now that is a greeting. 4,000 cadets of the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado. We are in Colorado this morning for 50 states in 50 weeks. We're going to go there in just a little bit.
But first, the countdown is on for The Devil Wears Prada 2, and so much of the excitement is for the movie's fashion. Costume designer Molly Rogers gave us an inside look at what we can expect to see in the sequel, and our style icon, Deborah Roberts, she really is, guys.
Yes.
She brought us that story. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning, Rebecca. And you might call it the unnamed character in this film. For many, The Devil Wears Prada isn't just a movie. It's also a moment, a fashion moment, that is. Ever since the sequel was announced, fashionistas have been waiting to see what and who Miranda, Andy, and Emily will be wearing. Well, no one knows better than the woman responsible for leaving that stylish mark on the new film. While there were unforgettable one-liners in the first The Devil Wears Prada,
Gird your loins.
it was the fashion that stole the show. And now...
Am I having a hallucination?
With a stylish sequel out next month, many are wondering what shoes those characters will step into next.
First of all, I had to get the job. And a million girls would have killed.
Molly Rogers, the film's costume designer, says when the movie first came out, some designers were reluctant to sign on. Meryl Streep telling Vogue, everyone was afraid of Anna on the first one, so we couldn't find any clothes.
There wasn't a lot of cooperation, but the people that came through on the first movie were stellar, like Mr. Valentino. Now is a different world. When I tell them that I'm working on The Devil Wears Prada 2, they fall all over themselves because this is great, incredible, best in the world placement.
In the new movie, expect a mix of high and low ensembles. Though one show-stopping Balenciaga gown worn to the Met Gala by Miranda Priestly is absolutely one of a kind.
Meryl and I approached each other in that first fitting room, and it was hands down, there would be no other color. It had to be red. The devil had to come back in red.
And Anne Hathaway's character Andy, she says, will be sporting a different kind of silhouette this time around.
Miranda? She's a worldly character and has traveled a lot. That involved combinations of things like contemporary clothes and throw in some pieces of vintage, which gives it another interesting layer as a reporter.
Speaking of layering, who can forget that sweater?
That sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean.
As Rogers recalls, the infamous cerulean sweater barely made it to set that day.
A shopper ran that afternoon and went down Lower Fifth Avenue looking for the whole entire outfit, the skirt, the dumpy shoes, the sweater, everything.
So will that iconic look make another appearance? Rogers isn't saying, but she does promise plenty of chic moments.
Are you wearing the Chanel boots?
Yeah, I am. Some things need to stay sacred, and I feel like the thigh-high Chanel boots had their appearance. They blew the world away, and they should stay like that.
The devil is in the details. Well, 20 years later, Rogers' job, of course, is a bit easier this time around, as she said, with designers no doubt now clamoring for a spot in the film. Guys?
Yes, Deborah, I can't wait to see it. Everyone's clamoring, and you were the perfect person to talk to Molly about all of this, Deborah. Thank you. And this morning, we're breaking down some of those most beloved looks from the first movie with fashion correspondent and celebrity stylist Tiffany Reed. Tiffany, it is great to see you, and in your cerulean blue as well. It's perfect, perfect.
I had to dress on theme.
And obviously, Andy goes through that big change in fashion over the course of the first film. What are some of the things that stand out to you about her looks?
Yeah, I mean, the whole movie is all about power dressing, right? People make their first impression of you in the first 7 seconds. And when you're thinking about costume design, it's really about how the wardrobe sets the character. In the beginning, she's out of place. She has this unintentional layering, you know, that whole scene with the cerulean blue that she got out of the discount bin.
Yes. What a great backstory.
Which is fine. As an assistant, you have to do it. But, you know, it really solidifies that her character is out of place. And then she moves on to, like she said, that Chanel boot. But what's so great about that is the tailoring in that. It's a double-breasted blazer.
Gorgeous.
The thigh-high boot. It's really modern and edgy. And that's really her come-out moment where she's like, she takes her job seriously and she knows that that is how she gets credibility. And then my personal favorite is when she finds out that she's going to Paris, and then she gets that invite from Miranda, and she's in that Chanel look. Why I love this is that it's such an iconic time working in the fashion magazine industry. That's when I worked in fashion magazines. That necklace, the layering from the early 2000s, we all have worn it, we all have known it. And even the tweed hat, it's like she's so effortlessly pulling off this really trendy piece, and that is like when she's come into her moment.
And the accessories. I mean, everything about the placement on the accessories are so great. We got to take on Miranda, the devil, and the title next. You know, what are you trying, how do you use fashion to kind of tell her story?
Yeah, so Miranda really is, she's not following the trends, right? She's the one who's making the decision for it. And so I love that hers were clean lined, structured, really minimal. But then, especially in the opening scene with the black fur, it's like those little details, like the fur trim lining. And then obviously she has the book in her hand. And then in that first scene, she walks in with this Prada bag. Obviously the devil wears Prada. Beyond that, she's not wearing any logos throughout the rest of it. And I think that really says something about her character.
I didn't notice that. As many times as I've seen the movie, you're the first one to say that.
And then that boucle jacket where she's in the run through, and that's where she like basically whips Emily into shape about how fashion is the industry that makes the decisions, and it's $1 billion industry, right?
Yep.
But even that is like her having this luxurious, like really rich fabric. And then my favorite scene is the preview where she's in the trench coat. Everyone else in that scene has the hat, the accessories, etc. And then she is just like simple and makes her stance.
Yeah.
She makes her stance. She makes herself heard.
Yes.
Tiffany, we are so excited for this. Thanks for breaking it all down for us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And we will get to see all the new looks when The Devil Wears Prada 2 hits theaters on May 1st. Our calendars are marked up.
All right.
We'll get there. We're almost there.
Back now on GMA with our Finding Forever series, showcasing adoption and foster care organizations and families nationwide. Well, this morning we want to shine the spotlight on one medical foster mom in Florida showing up in a big way for the kids in her life. For Kadisha Stewart of Riverview, Florida, being a mother has always been a dream.
I always wanted 5 children.
That dream took shape while working in a group home, caring for children with medical needs.
They would just come in and out. And, you know, I was thinking, how can I make a difference?
She decided the best way for her to make that difference was to give those children homes. As of 2024, there are over 300,000 children in foster care across the United States. And for those with complex medical conditions, the need for a permanent home is urgent.
There is a shortage of medical foster parents, not only in the state of Florida, but throughout the nation.
Irene Rickus of the Children's Home Network says anyone can help.
I think the average person thinks you have to have a medical background to become a medical foster parent, and that is not true at all. In fact, our best medical foster parents are people that have a heart and are willing to learn and be flexible and care for children in need.
Since becoming a medical foster mom, Khadijah has opened her home to 30 children, caring for conditions ranging from seizure disorders to cerebral palsy. She has also adopted 4 of those children, giving them permanent homes.
It's just amazing seeing how they progress. And the fact that my family is already loving on these children. They're already a part of the family.
Kadisha is encouraging other people to consider opening their home.
You don't have to be a licensed professional to do this. As long as you are willing to learn the child care, the department will give you the training.
If you are a loving, capable adult that has a calling to help out children who are in foster care, who may have a medical issue, make that phone call, make that inquiry, just take the first step.
While answering that call can be intimidating, Kadisha says it's incredibly rewarding.
What keeps me going on the artist days is seeing that I'm able to keep a smile on my children's face, especially what they're going through, their medical needs, you know, just being able to keep a smile on their face and seeing their progress. That's what keeps me going.
Wow.
Amazing display of love.
Yeah.
All right, Karen.
Now to the next stop on our 50 States in 50 Weeks series. We're celebrating our nation's 250th anniversary. Stephanie Ramos went to Colorado first. She visited the United States Air Force Academy.
These cadets are undertaking a 4-year mission here at the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. Before they take to the skies, they learn combat skills.
What do we do when someone underhooks?
And water training.
These cadets are practicing the 5-meter egress scenario. Let's say they have to get out of their C-17 that has crashed in the ocean. So they have to jump out of their aircraft and swim underwater.
also developing new technology in their cyber laboratory, learning to execute plans with military precision.
Here, they pour their heart and soul into our development, and it's been just incredible. And the mentorship you receive here transcends all barriers that you may have.
But for those cadets that have their hearts set on becoming pilots, the journey begins here in the flight simulator. I met fourth-year cadet pilot instructor Ray Rosenmerkel for an actual ride.
Hey, good morning. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing here today?
So today we're going to go do a glider flight.
And I've always wanted to take flight training classes. This is my chance to actually get in the glider. When did you know that you wanted to be a pilot?
Man, I kind of knew from the day I could walk. I kind of had my eyes to the sky since I was a youngin'.
First, I change into my flight suit. Next, a safety briefing and final checks.
So we're gonna fly. Ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, awesome.
We make our way out to the runway.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Then we are up and away. Our first maneuver, a nose-high stall.
I'm gonna pull the nose up. We'll bring that nose all the way up. Okay. And I'm gonna hold it. We're gonna feel the full stall. The nose is gonna drop.
Oh, okay.
And we're recovered.
Then we go into some steep turns.
Here comes our bank. There's 2 Gs. And we'll roll out.
That's incredible.
All right.
That's incredible that this little thing can do all of this.
And a spiral dive.
There's 3.
Woo! Okay. All right.
All right.
I got a good feel for it. I've got a sense.
Awesome.
Okay.
Finally, it's time to land.
Come down nice and smooth.
And now that we're back on solid ground, I can see why it's so thrilling.
Welcome back to Earth.
4,000 cadets at the Academy choosing to serve by following in the footsteps and flight plans of those that flew before them.
Ray, I hear it's tradition for every first-time flyer to give their pilot instructor $1. So here is your $1.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I've got something for you. I'll do this. Awesome. And
something for me. The flight was enough. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
So, yeah, congratulations on your first glider flight ever.
This was amazing. Thank you so much for the experience.
Absolutely.
I'm bringing this back, GMA. These cadets are truly the best and brightest in our military. And just a little bit of background on that $1 ride. So it is tradition that the student pilot will symbolically purchase their first flight and give the instructor that $1. The instructor takes the $1, they can sign it, they can turn it into origami, they can do whatever they want with it, but they take that $1 to commemorate that rite to passage. Guys.
Oh, that was great. Thank you for sharing that, Stephanie. We're going to have more from Colorado in just a little bit.
Back now with 50 states and 50 weeks. America the Beautiful. Let's head back to Colorado. Stephanie's taking us all across the Centennial beautiful state.
With its powdery peaks from Aspen to Vail, great sand dunes and lakes, Colorado is an outdoor lover's paradise. The 38th state, nicknamed the Centennial State because it joined the Union 100 years after it was formed, is now celebrating its 150th birthday. Its first residents flocking to Cripple Creek during the Pikes Peak Gold Rush, followed by a silver mining boom in the 1870s. Later, Colorado had its own Carnation Gold Rush when the floral industry first developed around the turn of the century. Now, visitors flock to Red Rocks Amphitheater, one of the most iconic concert venues in the world, to see the Beatles, the Boss, and U2. And the Stanley Hotel, considered America's most haunted hotel, made famous by The Shining. Here's Johnny. Located just outside Rocky Mountain National Park, one of 4 national parks in the state, 37% of the land area in Colorado is federally protected. This state literally soars above the rest. The capital, Denver, is known as the Mile High City because of the high elevation. Baseballs and golf balls can fly about 10% farther on average than they do at sea level. Colorado has a record 58 14ers. mountain peaks higher than 14,000 feet. The vast natural wonder drawing so many people to move here. About 60% of Coloradans were born elsewhere.
Guys, from the mountains to missions of service, the state of Colorado stands really strong in duty and nature.
And the next stop on 50 States in 50 Weeks is North Dakota. We cannot wait for that.
Tonight, you can watch full coverage on our special Artemis II Mission to the Moon, Coming Home. It's at 7:30 Eastern right here on ABC.
All right, thank you all for watching us on this Friday morning.
Lift off. Have a great weekend.
Let's
Be
go.
well.